Our program today, of course, brought to us by Hoag Hospital with the new facility up there in nearby Irvine. And of course, most Orange County residents are familiar with the original Hoag facility in Newport Beach as well. Our next guest has been active with the important subject of diagnostics and radiology for a number of years. Joining us today is Dr. Michael Brant-Zawadzki, who is the Executive Medical Director for the Hoag Neurosciences Institute. And we welcome you, sir, to the program.
Thank you very much. Love being here.
We talked about your radiology work in the past, and you've sort of made a transition. You're now leading this Neurosciences Institute there at Hoag, and you've also been involved in that, I guess, shall we say, redo of the hospital in Irvine, which you inherited from another company, and it's been about an 18-month rehab process on the interior of that hospital. So you've been busy doing that. Let's talk about that, because your background and training in radiology, now you've moved into this new role. Kind of how you made that transition.
Well, as a neuroradiologist, I spent a significant amount of time involved in the administration of radiology and the direction of the radiology department, helping to plan the new facility in Irvine, which has the latest technology available for imaging, cross-sectional imaging, and image-guided intervention, including brain scans, things that are very familiar to me as a neuroradiologist. Because of my experience in administration of service that saw 350,000 interactions with patients over the years per year. That experience, that administrative experience taught me and helped me evolve into a more global role in neurosciences. As a neuroradiologist, I work with neurologists, with neurosurgeons, with psychiatrists, psychologists. And so as someone that's basically agnostic to the different specialties, I'm able to herd the cats a little bit and have them work together. And the whole idea behind our Neurosciences Institute is to provide the best possible people in the appropriate facilities with the latest technology at the right time and the right price, all for the benefit of the patient. And that's what the Neurosciences Institute's mission is all about. You
know, we all think about what used to be the standard was x-rays. And,
correct.
You know, and I guess you still use x-rays for certain things, for certain tests, certain types of situations. But now you've moved on to a lot of high-tech, these CT scans and all these other really high-tech devices, which are big and imposing, but do a wonderful job of actually allowing you to, if you will, slice up the body into cross-sections and see very minute things going on inside of us.
Yes, as you know, everything's gone digital. The microprocessor transformed our world, and just like your digital camera, x-rays have gone digital, so we now talk about pixels and the resolution and high definition, and CT scans, MRI scans, both Nobel Prize-winning technologies, I might add, judged by the field of medicine as the single greatest medical innovation of the past 10 years in the literature. Tremendous, tremendous tools for helping us understand the body. The physical exam, as we know it, in many cases is replaced by these tools. You can imagine a doctor listening with a stethoscope and percussing on your chest versus seeing a slice of the chest, 40, 50, 100 slices, very thin slices. How much better is that than someone trying to figure out whether the echo of a finger tap on your chest is telling you something inside or not?
Right. One of the things that we hear a lot about today is the battle against cancer, cancer in all its forms. And one that still takes a lot of lives is lung cancer. You were saying there's been some real breakthroughs lately in diagnosing lung cancer.
Yes, about 10 years ago, we became convinced that, much like mammography, there was a tool available for screening for lung cancer. And you know, more women die from lung cancer than breast cancer. But breast cancer is such a focus point of politics and such a hot topic that people tended to neglect the #1 killer in our society, which is lung cancer. We felt that early detection with these new tools, particularly CT, very low dose X-ray CT, in high-risk populations like smokers of a certain age could save lives. And we started an early lung cancer detection program at Hoag a number of years ago based on that feeling before validation studies came out. Well, yesterday we were proven correct because a major study came out from the national consortium showing that screening in a high-risk population for lung cancer with low-dose CT provides a 20% improvement in mortality. Now, I will tell you that nothing in medicine provides a 20% improvement. 20% improvement is huge. Mammography doesn't do that. 20% improvement is a huge, huge improvement. That means that low-dose CT screening for lung cancer in high-risk populations will save hundreds of thousands of lives.
That's amazing indeed. And what you've been able to do with this new facility in Irvine is, I guess, replicate and even bring in the latest technology to that facility there. So you're going to have all those devices now right at that hospital in Irvine.
We have them today. The latest technology, the lowest X-ray dose technology available in CT. And to me as a neuroradiologist, the fact that I can do the latest types of brain scanning in Irvine, just like we do at Hoag on the Newport Beach campus, means that my long-time affair with neuro is just enhanced. Remember, the brain is who we are. It's where we live. When your sensorium is altered, when your thinking is jangled, you're not you. So using this new technology to help identify the causes, treat them, and address them is critical to me.
All this technology is great and wonderful, and obviously from a scientific standpoint it's wonderful to know about all this technology, but there's also the human element involved, and it's pretty scary for the average person to say you're going to be inside this tube or inside this circle and all these electronic noises are going on around you. You've also got the human element. You've got what you call nurse navigators. Explain that program.
Well, the nurse navigators are the soft touch extension of the physician care team, the physician-led care team. They're the folks that take the extra time to explain that this technology is harmless, it's painless. It may seem daunting because of the high science hardware component of it. They make it soft and they make it understandable. And for that reason, nurse navigators are just a wonderful, wonderful extension of the entire healthcare team. It is a team, and they are at the point of service and critical to the success of the therapeutic aspects of the team.
Obviously, we're state-of-the-art right now. You're as state-of-the-art today as you can be today. Maybe rub the crystal ball a little bit. 5–10 years down the road, what do you see in the neurosciences field?
Well, I think in the neurosciences field, we are looking at the entire spectrum, the earliest possible detection of cognitive loss in our aging population, which is mushrooming. We truly believe that, much like the story with lung cancer we shared earlier, the earliest possible stages of detection are key to preventing deterioration, to keeping people functional, who they are in their brains for as long as possible, so that by the time something really bad happens, by the time they really need institutionalization, that institutionalization is in heaven as opposed to earth.
All right, sounds like a good goal to have for the future. All these great things available, both in Newport Beach and now at the Irvine facility as well.
Yes, we have in the Neurosciences Institute, we have programs aimed at, as I said, at cognitive disorders, brain tumors, stroke, epilepsy and movement disorders such as Parkinson's disease, and that whole spectrum of neurobehavioral problems and challenges that start with pain and go into the psychosomatic, physical manifestations of brain disorders like fibromyalgia, attention deficit disorder, that entire spectrum, all treated in one team, by one team in a facility that's appropriate and with the appropriate technology applied.
And again, with the human touch of those nurse navigators to make it work as well.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate your time and the good information you've been able to share with our viewers today. Thank you for coming by.
Thank you for having me.
Again, a good example of the good things available at that new hospital in Irvine, so we urge you folks to check it out, find out more about it, and of course contact the folks there if you need to find a doctor or possibly get some of these tests we've been talking about today. We'll be coming right back with more as what's happening around your busy community right after this timeout.
Orange County has a brand new hospital, one with nearly 60 years of experience. Hoag Hospital Irvine offers a wide range of inpatient and outpatient services, including 24/7 emergency care. Centrally located at Sand Canyon and Alton Parkway, just off the 405. Hoag Hospital, Irvine, caring for the community.
I always dreamed of retiring and cruising the open road. Then, someone stole my identity.
What Chuck needed was ProtectMyID.com from Experian, where you get alerts to important information, a fraud resolution agent, plus $1 million product guarantee.